Imagine walking into a cafe. The music is loud, the tables are packed, the walls are filled with colors, paintings, and constant movement. Most people enjoy that kind of energy. They blend into the noise and feel energized by it. But the moment you step inside, it feels as if a heavy, soaking blanket has been placed over your shoulders. The noise inside your mind suddenly grows louder. The space seems to shrink, and you begin to feel like you no longer fit inside it. All you want is to leave, to sit on an empty bench somewhere, where the only sound you hear is the wind. This isn't about being boring. Maybe it's simply your nervous system quietly telling you, leave me some room to breathe. Today, minimalism often looks like an aesthetic, the white walls and perfectly curated spaces we scroll past on Instagram. But for some people, it isn't about appearance at all. Owning less feels more like placing a safety boundary around the mind. Most people have a natural filter in their brains. They can easily ignore visual clutter around them without even noticing. But some people experience the world without that filter. Every detail registers. Every small irregularity asks for attention. Imagine your mind as a toll booth on a busy highway. For most people, only large vehicles pass through, work responsibilities, major decisions, daily obligations. But through your toll booth, everything has to pass. The half-finished glass of water on the table, the slightly uneven corner of the rug, the sweater left hanging over a chair. Each one becomes a small, impatient car honking for attention. And over time, an invisible traffic jam forms inside your mind. Your energy doesn't disappear all at once, it drains slowly. That's why when you simplify your surroundings, you're not just cleaning a room. It feels as if you've reopened a blocked road inside your head. For some people, simplifying isn't a lifestyle choice, it's relief. A space where thoughts can finally move without colliding. A silence where an idea can finish forming before something interrupts it. And maybe right here you're starting to recognize something. If any of this feels familiar, that's exactly what this channel explores. The psychological experiences people live through but rarely put into words. If you'd like to stay, you can subscribe. But there's another side to this story. Because simplification doesn't always come from peace. Sometimes it comes from loss of control. Think about moments when life suddenly changes direction. When uncertainty grows, the inner world begins to lose shape. Emotions don't have clear edges, but objects do. And changing something with a physical form feels easier than facing something abstract. You might find yourself organizing closets late at night, putting belongings into bags, things that suddenly feel heavier than they used to. Without realizing it, you may be doing something very human, restoring order to the space you can control when life itself feels uncontrollable. Every object you let go of feels like a small breath of air, like briefly surfacing above water during a storm. And yes, sometimes that truly helps, but no one can live forever holding on to a life raft. If your calm, minimal space slowly turns into a place where you can no longer tolerate anything out of order, if even a small mess creates deep discomfort, maybe you're no longer creating space, maybe you're creating distance. Simplicity can be freedom, but sometimes it can also be a quiet escape, and often only you can feel the difference between the two. Maybe the real question isn't how many things you own. Maybe the question is this: does the space around you make you feel expanded or smaller? Does emptiness help you breathe, or does it become a safe silence where you don't have to think? Now honestly ask yourself, when your mind feels overwhelmed, what do you find yourself organizing first? Your closets? The thousands of photos on your phone? Or your desk? Maybe the answer reveals more than you expect. See you in the next video.